Hello, Justice Democrats of San Antonio. This is Jim Gillis with Win My Vote, and I'll show you real quickly how endorsements work on our site. So our site is a free voter engagement site where voters just sign up with an email address or social media account, and with just a zip code, we can create for them their own online interactive sample ballot. So if you think that Facebook is sort of everything social, think of Win My Vote as everything civic. And with that, I can check on my voter registration status. I can find my polling place. I can, look at important dates leading up to this election. I can add this ballot to my calendar. There's a variety of things that I can do on this. And I can also compare each one of the candidates running in each one of the races. I can hear directly from them, learn a little bit more about them, and then pick my favorites. So the feature that I wanted to talk with you guys about was what we call trusted sources. And with that, when I click on a candidate profile, I can learn a little bit more about the candidate. I can watch videos. I can do a variety of things. But I can also see the groups and organizations that I've selected as a trusted source. I can see those directly here. And with those, I can scroll through those, and I can see all the groups that are supporting this candidate or that are endorsing this candidate. And if they've created a written or a video endorsement, I can click straight through and I can watch that.
For the better part of a year, I've been talking about the dangerous and divisive Republican nominee for president.
And with that, I can say, great, I follow the AFL-CIO, they've done their homework, this is good, I can favorite that candidate. Now when I go back to my ballot, you can see that the candidate's nameplate is turned green. I can even see how the candidate is doing. And these are the percentages that are on percentages of favorites that are on Win My Vote. So for example, from a group standpoint, you can send out an invitation to all of your members, have them sign up for Win My Vote. Again, it's totally free. And favorite candidates, and then you can then see how many of the people are agreeing with your endorsement and favoriting the candidates. And the great thing about it is that I no longer have to worry so much about this race. Now that's not all that applicable to the presidential race, because I think we can all kind of keep track of who we like and who we're going to vote for, in the up ballot races. But it becomes really important when you start going down to state senate and state assembly candidates, where now I can click on these candidates, and again I can watch videos of them, but I can also see here that the San Francisco Chronicle has endorsed this candidate, and for me that means a big thing, and I can just simply say, okay, I'm just gonna go with some of my trusted sources and who they're endorsing. I can click on that, and now when I go back to my ballot, he's favorited right there, so I can just go on to the next race. Now, come election time, I can check on my polling place. I can just grab my cell phone and access all of my favorites, or I can print out my ballot and go to the polling place. The other thing that I wanted to talk with your group and your organization about was simply reaching out to Justice Democrat candidates. I know that you guys are doing a lot of outreach program right now and selecting candidates and vetting candidates to run in local races. And I think that this, our platform is a perfect example of doing that on a national basis. So last year in November, we did the national student parent mock election, which was roughly 5 million teachers and students throughout the whole country. So we have the whole infrastructure, all the 50 state ballots for the congressional races, and then down through the state Senate, or upper and lower house in each one of the states as well. So we have that infrastructure in place so that candidates can build a profile and get on the ballot. And then the challenge is just getting voters to Win My Vote, the ballot here. But again, that's much easier task than trying to go out and raise tens and tens or hundreds of millions of dollars to buy television ads and radio ads and newspaper ads and alike, so that you can say your candidate's name 7 times within 60-second period and over the course of 3 weeks, etc., etc. So the aim of our site is to sort of get money out of politics, and the way that money dominates politics right now is that there's no platform where I can see all the candidates side by side, compare them, and favorite them. I sort of don't have that tool, so it's left up to advertising, and whoever can advertise the most to me, make me remember their name, chances are they're the ones that are going to win my vote, right? Because again, I have no other way of keeping track of all the other candidates. So hopefully that makes sense. And again, would love to have a real conversation with you guys. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.